It's been lovely each week connecting with you this way. And Glowering Gray this week is a really good color to help us to manage stress. So that's the main color for managing stress. So I'm going to open directions and then I'll begin to speak about the power of Glowering Gray. So it's a wonderful ally to help you with everything that's going on. I started these meetings just to help people deal with and manage the stress of lockdown and the effect that the COVID virus is having on all of us. And surely people are feeling, this teacher, although gray might not be the most exciting color, this teacher can really help you manage stress really well. So I'm going to do a little rattling and just allow your consciousness and awareness just to embrace the direction of the East and whatever allies or teachers come there for you. So let us just welcome in the healing spirits of the East and feeling the blessings surround you. You're making your sacred space right now, so enjoying that. And moving to the South now, and allowing the blessings of the South to come to you and support you in the sacred space. Just feel like you're breathing in the power of the South, the warmth of the noonday sun. And now we turn to the West. I'm thanking the spirits of the West for their support and their love as we work today. Yeah, Glowering Gray's already there. It's really great. And the North now, letting your consciousness go to the spirits of the North and thanking them for their love and their support. And we thank our teachers from the lower world, the power animals, and other allies there. So thanking them for their love and support, dropping down, embracing your allies from the lower world. Quite literally sometimes. The blessings showering on us today. And the middle world spirits, the fire, the sun. It's also fire. The winds, the water, the earth herself, thanking the spirit of the place where you are right now. And becoming aware of other people in the circle or people who are watching later. Just becoming aware that they are linking in no matter when. We work outside of time, so feeling the spirit of the place where you are. Anchoring yourself like a tree. Throw your roots into the ground. Feel the spirit of the place where you are. And let your tree become aware of other people in the circle now. And feel that relationship you have to the spirit of the place where you are. And thank them for supporting you. And then we thank our upper world teachers and allies. We thank the angels, saints, the coloring masters, the archangelic, the wise ones and sages, all the yogi masters and meditators who have lived on earth and others who are just in other dimensions who wish to bless us. So receiving the blessings from all the wise ones, calling in those allies and ancestors, the whole party, thanking them for being here. And connecting to your own true self, thanking your true self, your soul, for showing up and doing this soul work. Okay. Just breathing deeply, breathing into your belly. A few long, deep breaths here. Breathing in through your nose. Breathing out through your mouth if you wish. coming fully present. So coming present, feeling your heart and your belly. Glowering gray is a really powerful color. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the color before we go into a journey experience of it. This color is a potent color. Before the storm arrives, the barometric pressure drops and you can feel the closeness, like a pressure. And maybe you hear a little rumbling, thunder, moving. There's no rain. Nothing has happened yet. Maybe the wind is picking up a little bit. And you know the storm is going to come, but it hasn't arrived yet. Sometimes you can experience the glowering gray energy and then it moves on. If we're conscious of the glowering gray in our life, then we can process the energy, we can be with that energy, we can allow the rumbling, the pressure, we can, the universe, existence, life as it is right now in this planet, on this planet, in our societies with the COVID and the lockdown, we're all feeling that pressure, and the pressure is hitting you on various levels, consciously, unconsciously. The pressure is affecting everyone. So glowering gray is the energy essence, the ally, the teacher who wants to help you to manage that pressure. So oftentimes the pressure is it's in the atmosphere. The pressure is building. We feel a little squeezed. We feel a little uncomfortable. If there's stress, when there is stress, our immune system goes down. Our inner resilience gets challenged. So glowering gray is here. This is such a cool color. This color is here. It's such an exciting color because it's helping you to respond to that pressure in a way that's really creative. There are lots of ways we can respond to stress, but stress happens unconsciously. So glowering gray is here to give us that power and to give us that energy to respond and to fill you with the awareness. So sometimes we're just tuning it out because we don't want to feel the pressure. We're just tune it out, don't want to feel it, just get on. But it's still squeezing us, So glowering gray gives you that energy. You can call in that energy, allow yourself to be with what is actually happening to you. Feel it, embrace the feeling. It's yeah, I'm feeling really stressed right now. Yeah, I feel a lot of pressure. Yeah, I'm feeling really overwhelmed. And then let the glowering gray rumble inside you, be with it. And those of you who are more meditators rather than shamanic practice people, you will find that the glowering gray, you can meditate and allow this essence to be with you and help you to witness the pressure. And then the pressure will dissipate. You'll experience it. And if you really embrace that energy in your life, then you don't have to go into the storm. The storm will subside, right? So if we welcome glowering gray energy, and I can think of loads of ways to welcome in that energy, but each one of us is unique. So some of you might put on music and have a dance. Some of you might want to, cook up a storm or clean the house, or you move your energy on a very practical level that can actually help shift the energy, but using it consciously rather than trying to tune it out. Now that's one level of glowering gray that they asked me to talk about, but another level of glowering gray is this. Sometimes we're receiving divine charge. Sometimes the pressure is pressure that the existence, the universe is giving us to lift the energy, to raise our consciousness and to raise our awareness. And they're giving us a divine charge. So you might be in a situation that something needs to shift around you, and you need to be a bit like, this doesn't feel okay for me, and you need to voice your discontent. The glowering gray can help you. You've seen, sometimes when people are angry, they're like, they look like the storm that's about to burst and they're rumbling around. And sometimes people are like, I feel this energy and I'm feeling kind of upset, but I don't even know why. And if you tune in consciously with glowering gray, you can feel, is that a divine charge, or is that something out of my subconscious that just needs to be processed because I've got stuff coming up from the past, or stuff from my ancestral line that just wants to move through and clear out. So watch it and then let it go. But the glowering gray is helping us to manage that feeling of being squeezed, which I think a lot of people are feeling squeezed right now, that people communicating with me anyway. So we're going to do it's funny, they want us to do a little humming for the glowering gray practice to call in that energy as we prepare to journey together. So we'll do a little humming together, and this humming, your lips will be closed and you'll breathe through your nose. And this builds the pressure before the pressure gets released. And then we're going to journey. So let's just do a little humming preparation together. Take a deep breath in, a deep breath out, another deep breath in. And just hum, and let it hum loud enough that you can feel the bones vibrating in your head. You're stimulating, massaging your pineal and pituitary. And as we hum, we're calling in through this hum the spirit of glowering gray. And have a few more breaths and just be in silence for a moment. And feel how your energy's changed. So they're talking to me about embracing that divine charge. You know, it's easy to feel like, oh, I'm getting upset, and you want to throw the anger out when the pressure builds up. Glowering Gray is asking you, don't throw the anger, don't throw the upsetness, but take that energy, and if you pull that inside into meditation, like we just did that humming, you're going to use the energy rather than be used by it. You know, how you respond to it, it's like you can use it to nourish your inner sanctum. It's food, and use the energy, or you can be trashed by the energy. So it's like a wave in the ocean. You know, you can get on your surfboard and you can ride the current, or you can just be smashed by the waves. And Glowering Gray is inviting you to ride the currents of the energy that are happening, that are uncomfortable, and surf them. Use them for momentum to go inside and to go deep within yourself and to penetrate those layers that may be unconscious or subconscious, like digging down, digging deep. As we did the toning, you were stimulating and nourishing the pineal and pituitary. So this energy, the Glowering Gray, you can be full of this beautiful divine charge. You know, we make stories in our heads about the energy. We make the energy good energy, we make the energy bad energy. The energy is neutral. The energy is coming at us, and how we respond, we can't change that. The times are what they are. The energy is going to come. Okay, so how do you manage that energy? Are you like, oh, I don't want to feel it, ducking, hiding, trying to like wiggle away from it? Or like you can say, okay, bring it on. Like, I'm going to take this energy like a food, and I'm going to transform this into something I can actually use. I'm not going to be trashed by it. So the toning, it's like you pull the vortex of energy into yourself, and then you are like cleaning your inner chamber as you do that vibrational work. And you are all powerful, so you can use this as a food, like a food for your soul. So rather than feeling it as a problem. Now, if divine charge is being put through you, that can be sort of bewildering and a little bit scary sometimes. Well, or scary for the people around you, because you're getting it and you're trying to process it. And I think what's happening now is a lot of people are opening up as energy channels, and they don't realize it, they're not conscious of it. So you might be unconsciously used as an energy channel. So if you feel strange and you feel a lot of energy, try to become conscious. Ask Glowering Gray to help you to become aware, to become more conscious, and to work with this energy consciously, rather than just like let it wreak havoc in your life. You know, you want it to be smooth, you know, well, that can be a desire, but you know, it's going to come, and you want to absorb it in a harmonious way. And it's kind of rough, raw, gutsy energy, you know. So we're going to do a journey now, and we're going to ask Glowering Gray. If you are a meditator and you prefer to just meditate and ask for healing, and ask that the Glowering Gray energy go into the parts of your body that need to receive divine charge, and do your best to absorb that and let it happen. Just, or maybe witness your own Glowering Gray, what charge you're holding in your system that wants to be dispelled, what stress that wants to be dissolved and melted. Ask for the healing and let Glowering Gray give you that healing. The other thing you can do is, if you want to journey, you can ask Glowering Gray, please show me some methods I can use. Like, what do you see I need to do to absorb, to work with you more consciously, to embrace this glowering pressure? In Hindi, they say Garjana. I was with Shraddha once, and she said to me, you know, in Hindi, we have a word for this. You know, it's like, you know, we have two words, Glowering Gray. You've seen people glower at you, like, you know, glowering, the clouds are threatening you to go poof. And, you know, will it happen or not? So Glowering Gray, this Garjana, this pressure before the storm. So how do you manage that energy for yourself? And how can you use it as a force for your own awakening and enlightenment? And any methods. Maybe you want to get a simple method to like help you to transform or transmute that energy so, no one else gets harmed around you. You don't shock the dog. You don't, scream at your partner or your people in your family. How do you absorb that divine charge and use it to uplift and awaken yourself and be a light into this world? How can I channel that in a way that's creative for me and the people around me? It's not destructive. Okay, that's what you're going to ask in the journey. Show me how to creatively channel your energy. So it's it's a force for good, and not problematic for me or anyone else around me. Okay, so I'm going to rattle now for you, and here we go. Glowering gray, show me a method I can use to transform that pressure when it's coming on me, and any messages or guidance you have to give me. Coming back now. So make a note for yourself about your glowering gray experience. There's a lot of glowering gray energy. They've been blasting me, and I've been like super merged with this essence. And leave a note for me. Let me know how it was for you. If you went for a healing, or if you asked for a message or guidance, and if you got a message, it would help everyone here if you left like some breadcrumbs for a trail of like how to manage, how they suggest you manage glowering gray. And it's a really beautiful energy. So yeah, glowering gray really wants everyone to come to a feeling of peace. It's not about feeling angry or feeling annoyed or pissed off. It's really about embracing what you do feel and those uncomfortable feelings, and making space for them to be there and welcome them, and to embrace them wholeheartedly, and to like be with your kind of fiery energy in a way that no one else gets harmed, but you're expressing and you have space to like let it be there in your field and let yourself vibrate. You know, you might need to be a channel of awakening energy. You might need to be feel that glowering gray and, you know, stomp around a little, or have a dance, or sing, or hum, or, you know, moving your energy in a way that is just for you to express and to be true, authentic to yourself. It's not necessarily to project to other people, but to own your energy, own your glowering gray power. This is your life force. This is your story. This is your energy. Own your energy. Take the power of that energy. Don't feel like victimized to it, and use that energy as a positive force for change for yourself, to transform whatever density you've got inside, and to truly shine your light. You know, if you own the shadow, it isn't a shadow anymore. You know, turn it around. Instead of it just being stress, like feel like that's power, and I can use that to be a affirmative life force energy. And the stress, yes, be honest, I am experiencing the stress, but I am going to be with the positive life force energy. Okay, so I'm gonna look for your messages and notes. I can't see this on my phone. I can't see messages. Let's see, maybe if I hit that, I'll get some messages. I don't know. I can't see your comments yet, but I will see your comments afterwards. And please do leave me a note. like what's happening for you with this energy, how you're experiencing it, you know, during our kind of lockdown times and the extension of the lockdown times. And, you know, how do you manage? And maybe the way you are aware of it in your life. So how are you managing it in your life? You know, how do you work with this energy? And how do you joyfully embrace your grumpy, growly, you know, some people were told bark like a dog, and one time somebody did a journey is like rah, 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 you know, and like let that glowering gray energy out. You know, how do you do that in a way that's playful? It can turn around and be playful instead of being a burden. It can become a source of joy for you. So may all your burdens and stresses turn around into experiences and expressions of joy. And I do leave me a note, let me know you're here. I can see some of you. I see Lee, I see Zographia. Just leave me a message or a note and let me know you're here. And if you think this would be helpful for anyone that you know, then, you know, forward it to them or pass it on or tell them to come check it out. And, you know, who knows, if you know someone's sitting on a volcano of energy and feeling really wildly stressed, they might benefit from doing this journey and find ways to transform in their own tailored, uniquely to themselves way of working with this energy. So blessings and love. I'll come back and write notes to you all when I finish this call now. And great to check in and great to see you. So I send you lots of love and have a beautiful growling gray week. There have been so many storms here, like, and the pressure's been really heavy, and it's been exactly glowering gray. And I'm delighting in it, actually, because it's so hot here in Florida. It's like the clouds are taking the oppression of the heat. You know, they're cooling things down, and it's like you can be out, and it's not like, it's mellow and more maybe like English weather. Okay, loads of love. See you next time. Bye for now.